Welcome to Gen Y TV's video chat series. I'm Britt Hyson, and joining me now we have Caroline Goen and Amanda Pouchot, the co-founders of the new female network Levo League. Tell us when Levo League was created and the process you went through in getting it set up.
The Levo League is an online community for Gen Y women, and Levo actually means to elevate. It's the Latin word for root for elevate. And it really came out of the time Caroline and I spent together at McKinsey. And that, first couple years out of undergrad, when you're just entering the real world and you're like, oh my goodness, what's next?
Yeah.
How do I handle all these situations? How do I even find a job? What do I do when I get to the job? Wait, this isn't what I'm interested in. What am I interested in? And, it was all about being able to support one another through those times. And Caroline and I really were able to do that for one another. And not just when it was tough, but also when things were going really well. Mm-hmm. So we thought, how could we create a community online that would provide women with opportunities to connect with one another, find their dream jobs, and also reach out and be mentored by women, because it's really hard to find mentors.
Congratulations on that again.
Thank you.
It's such an accomplishment in such a short amount of time as well.
Oh, yeah.
So what did you originally plan on doing when you graduated Stanford and Berkeley?
For me, I actually, had spent my time at Berkeley focusing on organizational behavior, sociology, and psychology, and really understanding how us individually plays on the institutions that we're in and how institutions shape the person we are. So I had always been really interested in organizational behavior and specifically how women, navigate society and how they get to the top. And so at McKinsey, I thought, why don't I go work in the organization practice and help figure out how we get more women and into top leadership positions, and how do we do things, looking at cultures of organizations and really understand how leaders are born. I was planning actually to go do a PhD in organizational behavior and study this and be a professor. And it started turning into something where with a blog, I could reach so many more people with a megaphone, and instead of doing that research myself, be the person that was, telling everyone about that amazing research that's out there.
And then what about you, Caroline? What were you originally planning on doing?
I became really involved with social entrepreneurship when I was at Stanford. I taught one of the student-initiated courses where we'd take environmental entrepreneurships and we'd bring them together with VCs, and as students we would act as extensions of the team. So moving into a place like McKinsey after school was a very good kind of fit for that, and I was really fortunate to work on the sustainability projects there. So I was both able to work on my skill set, but also focus on projects that I was passionate about.
What gave you guys the encouragement and the confidence to achieve this company?
Wow, that
good question.
Yeah.
Amanda, you need to start on this one. Amanda talks a lot about confidence, and I think it's really important.
Confidence is one of those things that's just so hard to wake up every day and believe in yourself. And that's one of the great things about having a co-founder is you can believe in each other when you're not really believing in yourself that day. But it's tough, and it's something with Levo that we want to help other women do, is to learn to be more confident in themselves, because it's something I struggle with daily. And it's I've watched myself go from here to here on the confidence meter, and I've still got so much farther to go. But I went from not saying my ideas and putting them in the form of a question, or saying, hey, this might be a good idea, but, I'm not sure, rather than just saying what you believe in. One of the things that's also really important is women supporting each other when things are going well as when they're not going well. So it's really important that we be excited and supportive when someone gets a promotion, rather than when someone's talking about themselves, doing that, ooh, she thinks a lot of herself, she's bragging. Instead, we need to be like, that's awesome. I'm really glad that you're speaking highly of yourself and about your accomplishments, because we need to be better at that. Self-promotion is really hard, but it's shown that we need to be good at that in order to keep, pushing ahead in the workforce, pushing towards equal pay, all of those things. So, and that comes from us supporting one another and not talking bad about other women.
In terms of finding the encouragement for this site, who were some of the influencers?
I think that, it really starts with the people who are in your direct network, right? So it's your siblings, it's your close friends, it's your parents, it's those people who see your idea and they see your vision and they tell you, what do you have to lose? Just go for it. Just do it, right? Just do it. Don't look back. Failure is not learning from the experiences that you have. And then as you start to really put your thoughts on paper and show like what your vision is, then the kind of network expands, right? So you start to bring on investors who are thought partners and who are supporters and who give you advice on what to do next. And you bring on a board of advisors who do the same thing, and they're the people who tell you you're aiming too low. Right? Or, to be frank, I don't really like this feature. And that's really, really important because it's always with a tone of, I want the best for you. I know that you can succeed and that you have sort of the work ethic behind it. And so I'm here to help direct you towards the most productive use of your time with a smile on my face and with nothing but encouragement for what you have.
How does your site plan to break the glass ceiling?
There's a lot of strengths that come with Levo, and we're attacking a very large problem, and we know we're not going to be the only solution. So one of the ways that we definitely do this is we're very good at bringing together other organizations and bringing together other women. When we looked at creating Levo, we really surveyed the landscape and understood what the resources were out there for women. And what we noticed was there really wasn't anything in that time period between college and the first couple jobs. Mm-hmm. And, there was a lot of resources out there for after, when a woman hits maybe the middle management role or when she's deciding to have a family. But there really isn't anything out there at those pivotal times of being a young woman and trying to figure out what you want to do and navigating the professional world for the first time. Mm-hmm. So I would say that we're the first career resource to look at this holistically and really take into consideration the young woman's life as well as her career at such a young age.
So aside from office hours, what other tools do you offer your members?
There's a lot of things, and I think the biggest tool that Levo offers is this ability to connect with other women, other young, smart women who want to better themselves and to learn from shared stories. To me, the most powerful thing we're doing is really providing a platform for you to meet and get advice and share advice from other women just like you.
You guys are both entrepreneurs. How does an entrepreneurial woman benefit from your site?
There are different ways an entrepreneurial woman can benefit from our site. First and foremost, we have many content features that are related to how to successfully start different types of companies, navigating the environment of being an entrepreneur, particularities to that experience. In the actual lounge, which Amanda referred to before, we're going to have discussions that are focused on women in entrepreneurship. We also partner with organizations that are focused on entrepreneurship, and we both create content for them and also work with them for future offline events on their way soon that really help young professional entrepreneurs to come together and learn from each other.
Now, as the youngest adult generation of women, what do you find to be our strengths?
Oh, we are.
I like that.
We're tenacious.
Yeah.
We're tenacious and we're proactive. And I think that we're very, very, one thing that I keep hearing is that Gen Y is collaborative and transparent, right? And we've grown up in the sort of internet age, and we're accustomed to having our information displayed in a way that the previous generations of women did not have their information displayed. We're accustomed to, finding our new employee through Twitter, right? We found one of our first employees through Twitter, which is crazy. And I think that we are, poised to really benefit from a lot of the connectivity that we can create through online means to create organizations that are more collaborative and that are greater than the sum of their parts.
Absolutely. And Amanda, tell me some of the things that you think we can improve on.
I think there's a lot we can improve on, specifically as Gen Y. I think what we do a pretty good job of is understanding the generations that came before us. But I think we can do an even better job of recognizing and respecting those generations. And I think the generations can do the same towards us. I think generational divides shouldn't necessarily exist. We can all learn from different generations. We're very lucky as young women right now not to have gone through the things our mothers and our grandmothers went through. But that doesn't, we can learn a lot and be really inspired by them.
Mentorship, absolutely. You need to learn from the older generations if you're going to move forward in your own. What do you love about your job?
I think the most exciting part of why this is my dream job is I really feel like I get the chance to make a difference. The fact that we get to be the ones that are creating a community and enabling opportunities for women to find their dream jobs is the biggest reward you can have. Like the fact that you can help someone become more confident in themselves and apply for a job they might not have applied for, or that they can move to another city and find a friend quickly on Levo, or if they're feeling alone, they have someone to connect with through us. If they're excited about something they did, they can come and actually be really excited and brag about themselves. It's just what we're building is so powerful and unique, and it just feels good to come in every day.
I really love the process of creation. That feeling of thinking about something, sketching it out, and then actually being able to touch and interact with it is really incomparable.
Well, Amanda and Caroline, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you both. For the ladies watching, please be sure to check out levoleague.com. I'm Britt Hyson, and I'll see you next time on Gen Y TV's Video Chat Series.